Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I just want to share with you why I decided to go into business instead of going the traditional employment route that a lot of kids my age go to after college. But before we begin though, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button so that you can support the page and kind of like just help push this video and get this suggested to people who might need to actually watch the video. So yeah, it just only takes a second, and thank you in advance for doing that. So with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I want to share with you, and the first reason why I decided to go into business instead of the traditional employment route or the 9 to 5 route, is because of the same thing that a lot of people go into business for. They want financial freedom, and I want financial freedom too. So obviously it's very stereotypical that a lot of people who go into business, they want to have the money, they have the luxury to actually buy things that they want, and that's pretty much real. I aspire to get to that financial level where I can just buy things that I really want for myself or for my family, and that's what attracted me to go into business in the first place. The potential of having an income that can just take care of yourself, because money is security. Having money can get you all the things that you need, the food, the clothes, the house, your transportation, and maybe travel. All those things can be taken care of if you have money. And I know that money can't buy happiness, but at least it can buy some parts of the life that you actually want in the future. So that's my thing about financial freedom. I feel like when you are in business, you have total control of how you want to get paid. One week you can decide to just like, hey, I just want to earn $500 this week, and boom, you can definitely do that. You can also have the potential to double that amount of money, 3 times that, or 5 times, or 10 times your money earned. You can definitely do that with business. It's all about your effort and all the time that you actually put into it, and choosing the right systems and models to actually make that happen. And that's what financial freedom is to me. Now, the second reason why I went into business instead is because of time freedom. Now, time freedom to me is inversely proportional to financial freedom if you have the right systems and models in place with your business. Now, what I'm talking about is that you have more time if you have more money. That is totally true with business. Think about Richard Branson, right? He owns all the Virgin brand, but he doesn't really operate and run the business. He just owns the business, and he still makes money out of it. So that's what I'm talking about. If you have the right system and models in place for your business, you can spend less time on your business while still getting bigger and bigger financial results. That's why I feel like it's inversely proportional if only you have the right systems and models in place. However, if you are an employee, you necessarily do not have the time freedom, because your time is directly related to the money that you make. If you do not put in any work, you do not have any money. And those are some of the basic things that discourage me from actually going to employment. And because I feel like that having a business or owning a business give you time freedom and financial freedom, this definitely gives me more opportunities to be with my family, with my friends, with my loved ones, all those people that are very important to my life. I can spend more time with them and just like have fun. I like having that in my life. I grew up in the Philippines, and I remember that in my mother's side of the family, we always went to vacations every summer when I was a kid. Obviously now we don't do that anymore because we're all grown up and we're all in different places, but that was a very memorable moment for me, and I feel like that kind of like stuck with me, kind of like the family tradition, or kind of like this sense of being with family all the time, or being just tight with your family. I like that because I believe that your family, our families, are always going to be there for us, and they're the ones who's going to help you out the most in case you are in trouble. They're the ones who's going to be there for you whenever you need some help, whenever you need promoting your business, or maybe you need a job, right? They're the ones who's going to help you out for free. Sometimes they may ask for something, but it's tolerable. I don't know about your family, but that's my experience with my family. We all help out each other, and it's not just in my mother's side of the family, my dad's side of the family as well. I remember that he and his brother, my tito, basically they help out my other cousins go through college or go through school, and I guess that quality was pretty much just passed down onto me. I just like having family around, and it's not just like family. I also like hanging out with friends friends, because I feel like I can learn a lot about them. I get to, network with a lot of people, and having that time freedom allows you to do that. And here's the wonderful thing as well, in my opinion, is that if you have time freedom, you can do a lot of the other things, all these family stuff, friend stuff. You can also do that one. For me, I want to do a lot of things as well. I want to learn more languages. I definitely want to learn more martial arts. I definitely want to help out other people as well, teach them, and at some point I also want to go back to the Philippines and kind of like help out, have my own philanthropic mission there. That's all goals in the future, but definitely if I do not have the time freedom to do that, then I definitely won't be able to do those things that I want to. So having time freedom is very important to me, and that's why I went into the business route. Now, the third reason why I went into business is because of unexpected opportunities. The biggest reason why I have a business right now is because of the things that I've experienced in the past. Now, when I was growing up, maybe around 16 or 17, I was part of a network marketing company. All those things kind of like helped me become an entrepreneur, or kind of like business minded, and all the people that I've met there were not really what I was expecting. They were unexpected opportunities for me to actually grow and go outside of the box. And because of those entrepreneurial opportunities when I was in that network marketing company, it opened up my eyes to a lot of things. I realized that there's like a lot more things out there that I do not even know, and taking advantage of unexpected opportunities led to where I am right now. So in terms of my current business, I used to work in a Korean restaurant, and my former boss asked me what I was going to be doing when I'm in college and right after college. So I told her that I was going to be studying business and probably around marketing, right? So she asked me like, what are you going to do with that? So I told her that I might be, doing some marketing and, hopefully some management stuff. And when she asked me, it's like, what else do you do? And then from there, I actually segued into what I currently do. And at that time, I was getting some sort of experience with Instagram and building Instagram pages. So I actually told her that I was kind of good in social media, especially on Instagram. And from there, I was able to kind of like tell her my expertise, what I already know. I pretty much sold her the idea that I can actually manage your restaurant's social media, set it up for you. And then that's where I started having an agency. So basically, when it comes to unexpected opportunities, it's all about kind of taking advantage of what is being given to you. Okay, if there are some sort of opportunities thrown your way that is closely aligned to your goal, I urge you to actually just grab that. Don't think too much about how you're gonna do it or what's gonna happen to you if you actually fail. Just grab it, because somebody might actually grab that instead of you. And that's one thing that you don't want to happen. You don't want to regret making choices that could have actually helped you out in your goal. And because here's the thing with unexpected opportunities, when you get opportunities to meet a lot of people, do business with them, you opened a lot of doors for yourself. And that includes obviously meeting with a lot of people and learning from those people. And when you meet those types of people, you'll never know what they have. Sometimes you might have opened a door that actually gives you another opportunity. Basically, it snowballs from there. And to be frank, the snowball of opportunities is one of the reasons why I became more interested and more invested in just staying in the world of business and entrepreneurship. So the fourth reason why I just decided to just stay or continue on my path of entrepreneurship or business is because of personal development. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for you to just grow and self-reflect whenever you're in business. Because I like growing, I like to develop my mindset and develop my personality, my character, and all that stuff. I want to be just a better person than who I was yesterday or who I was the year before. I feel like that's my goal all the time, to just like kind of like grow and just learn and become somebody that other people can be proud of. I want them to know that it was a good thing for them to meet me. So there's like a little bit of ego there, but definitely those are some of the driving factors as to why I just want to keep on growing. And I know you can still do personal development even if you are an employee or you are doing the 9-to-5 track, but to me this is all about business. This video is all about business, so I'm just going to talk about the world of business. Right, so whenever you're running a business or just starting a business, you actually get to know yourself more, because there are things that you gotta just do by yourself. Unlike when you are an employee, everything's pretty much done for you. All you gotta do is just follow the system and boom, you're done. You just do the work, get your paycheck, and yeah, that's it. But when you are in business, you're gonna have to think a lot of things, because you're the one at the top. You're going to be the one thinking about the systems. You're going to be the one thinking about your employees, the people that you're meeting, your vendors, your suppliers, your network, you're gonna be thinking all those things. And I can guarantee you 100% that you are going to have an emotional roller coaster ride. One day you're gonna be here at the bottom, very excited to actually start a business, getting some sort of results, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, you're gonna reach some point that, oh my god, this is actually really hard. And then from there, you're gonna start spiraling down somewhere. And then after that, you're gonna hit rock bottom, your level of rock bottom, right? And then after that, you're gonna meet somebody, a mentor perhaps, or learn some sort of information that's going to propel you back, skyrocket you. And then you're gonna hit a plateau again, because you've reached your peak, you've reached your maximum limit to kind of like learn and earn. And then after that, you're gonna go down again, and then after that, you're gonna hit rock bottom. And besides, there's no other way but to go up. Then you're gonna go up, and that's pretty much your cycle, especially in the business world or entrepreneurship. You're gonna experience all of this, a roller coaster ride. Yeah, I can do this. But yeah, you're gonna experience all this roller coaster ride in your life, and those things are basically opportunities for you to just learn and grow. To me, I don't think of those moments in life where I am just feeling down as kind of like a moment where I cannot get back up. To me, those are opportunities for me to kind of like punch through and kind of like crack or leave behind my old self. That's how I frame it. Okay, so whenever I feel down, that's what I think about, that okay, this means that I reach rock bottom or something like that level, and it's time for me to kind of like shed my old skin and transform myself into something better. I can guarantee you that's something that you're gonna experience more often than you think that you would in the world of entrepreneurship or business. A lot of pressure is just going to be there for you, and everything is going to, just like start. It will just feel like every wall and corner that is gonna start closing you in, and that's totally normal, but that's just part of the game. Yeah, let me put my glasses down first. So yeah, I like growing. That's pretty much the fourth one. And for the fifth one, it has something to do with my age, because I'm still young. I can't afford to fail. A lot of my mentors have taught me this, even in my network marketing days. They always taught us that, you guys are still so young, you can actually afford to fail. Right now you gotta fail fast and then recover so that you can succeed early on and you can succeed earlier. And that's totally true, and I totally agree with that one, because if you are very dedicated in actually putting in the work, you would rather fail right now than fail later, especially when you're around my age. For example, if you are in the 20s, I highly recommend you start hustling right now. You start putting in the work in whatever business that you have in, or whatever type of venture that you're gonna go into. Learn as much as you can and then put in the work as much as you can. And that's what my mentors have taught me. My parents even have taught me this one as well, that focus on your hustle in your 20s, because by the time that you get to 30s, it's going to be very different. Because if you fail in your 20s, you can definitely afford to just fail. Nobody is going to crucify you if you fail in your 20s. No one's gonna expect you to actually succeed in your 20s. All they can expect is that, yeah, you're gonna fail because you're so young. So there's really no loss for you when you fail in your 20s. So fail fast in your 20s, because if you fail in your 30s or if you fail in your 40s, it's going to be very different. There's more criticisms, there's more responsibilities on you when you fail at that level. I have friends who are just like me, like-minded people planning to start their business or are currently running their business. We all understand that failure is just part of our process, and we're not going to avoid that no matter how much we try to avoid it. Failure is just going to be there. It's inevitable. And since we've come to that point, we understand that failure is going to lead us to lessons and experiences. And those lessons and experiences are going to lead us closer to our goals. So the point here is this: failure is going to be part of your process no matter what. If there's anything in this video that you can take away, let it be this one, that failure is going to be part of your process. You just cannot avoid it. And if you understand that fully and just accept it, you're going to grow a lot more faster. You're going to succeed a lot more faster, because all you're going to be focusing on is, just on fail, and then succeed. That's all you're going to be focusing on, is basically just like going through the process. So enough of that one. The last reason why I went into the business route instead is because I have a chance to make a name for myself if I am in the business world or I'm in entrepreneurship. And I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like you can still make a name for yourself in the 9-to-5 space. I just don't know where. I just haven't really seen a lot of people. Maybe if you are in a big company with a big position, maybe like CEO of Facebook or COO of Facebook or something like that, you can probably make a name yourself in that industry. But I feel like there's more opportunities for you to make a name for yourself in the business world, because a lot of the businesses are run by people who have this sort of story that, you know, like they are self-made. To be honest, there's more employees than business owners. So as you can see there's less competition when you're in the business world. And I know this reason might be a little egotistic or self-centered, but I feel like that's one of the motivating reasons as well why a lot of people just go into business, because they know that, you know, when you succeed in something, your status becomes very different. And to be honest, I feel like ego can actually help propel us to somewhere that we actually want to be. It can also be good, but if you have too much of it, it can be really bad. And, you know, I try to stay away from putting too much ego on the table. You know, obviously that's going to be a work in progress. But yeah, I feel like that's a reason as to why I just want to be on this track instead. Now, with all those said and done, I'm not going to neglect the fact that everything that I just said might not be 100% true for everybody, okay? Because my situation is going to be very different from yours. My unexpected opportunities reason might not actually be true to you because you just don't have the opportunities to, you know, run a business itself, or you just are in a place where having a business isn't really practical. So that's totally understandable. I do not expect you to, or anyone who's watching this, to agree with everything that I just said, because all those reasons are true to me. They worked for me, so I don't expect you to 100% agree with them. Sure, maybe some of them you might agree on, then yeah, that's totally cool. That's totally fine with me, you know, as long as you're able to kind of like understand why you want to start business and why you started a business. That keeps you grounded. That will help you focus on what matters most. Okay, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Now I've said that one, and I've said all these things, the reasons, and kind of like a little bit of disclaimer there. The question here is, am I actually successful? No, I do not think I am successful yet. However, I do believe that I can achieve my goals if I just put in the work consistently and have the right mindset, the right business knowledge, and the right people by my side. I feel like those things that I just said, or all the future possibilities and potential that I want to have, will become true if I just do all those things that, you know, are required or necessary to actually get to them. And the same goes for you pretty much, because there are evergreen principles that just work for everybody else, you know, and if you just abide by those principles, stay consistent with them, anything is pretty much possible. And that's it pretty much for the video. I hope you learned something new here, and thank you so much for listening to me just talk about my life a little bit and kind of like my reasons as to why I started or decided to just run a business instead of going the 9-to-5 route. That really helps me out too, and I hope it helped you out figure yourself and, you know, discover what other perspectives of people like me are, because at the end of the day we all have goals and we definitely want to know how we can get them. And to me, getting to know why you want to get those goals will help you out in actually getting those goals. So the conclusion here is, find out what your goals are, and then find out why you want those goals in the first place, and then look for the information on how to get to those goals, and then look for the right people that will help you get to those goals. And that's it. I'm done with the whole video. Please subscribe to the channel to show your support. Like this video, share this to your friend, comment anything if you have any questions below, because any engagement that you do on this video will actually help the channel overall. So please do that. Any type of support that you can do, I really appreciate, so thank you in advance. And also please add me on Instagram at DailyDredd. I'm there. I'm always online. If you want to talk there, we can definitely do that there and share some stories, or maybe even a live call if you want that. But yeah, add me there, and then as always, have a wonderful day, and then I will see you on the next video.